Transformer Robot, Robot Wolf, new DJI drones, flying cab in the US, and other high-tech news in one issue. Watch till the end and like and subscribe to the channel. Hi, I'm Alex, creator of your lovely YouTube channel Pro Robots. I'm passionate about technology, so I started using the Ridge wallet. I used to stuff everything into my own regular wallet. It was incredibly large and pulled out my pocket. But look at the Ridge wallet. It's light, sleek, and industrial. It doesn't fold or awkwardly bulge in your pocket. Ridge holds up to 12 cards, plus room for cash. There's over 30 colors and styles, including carbon fiber and burnt titanium. I have selected carbon fiber, of course. It's made with RFID blocking technology that protects you from digital pickpockets. And it's very important in the modern world. Also, it's a great gift for Christmas or other holidays. You can buy the Ridge Technological Wallet. Follow the link in the description. Moreover, use promo code PROROBOTS for a 10% discount. The Aquanaut underwater transformer robot emerged from the NASA test pool into the ocean. The Aquanaut is the unmanned underwater vehicle that can transform from a maneuverable submarine designed for long-distance travel to a semi-humanoid robot capable of performing complex manipulation tasks with 2 manipulators. It can check underwater oil and gas infrastructure, operate valves, and use tools. Aquanaut works without tethering and doesn't need support ship, which developers say will save its buyers a lot of money. The all-electric robot can travel more than 200 kilometers underwater and 13 kilometers an hour, as it has a maximum operating depth of 300 meters. A group of researchers from the research center CAR developed an underwater humanoid robot, DiverBot, for walking and work on the seabed. The humanoid robot has been developed to colonize the seabed and work as farmers with new approaches in the area of food production. This research discusses a prototype design for a hybrid robot that moves like a submarine in one configuration and like a humanoid in another. This hybrid design allows the robot to move effectively on the work surface and execute its functions on that surface with human-like movements. Nature inspired engineers at UNSW Sydney to develop a soft-tissue robotic gripper that behaves like an elephant's trunk, grabbing, lifting, and releasing objects without breaking them. Researchers say the versatile technology could be widely used in sectors where fragile objects are handled, such as agriculture, food processing, science, resource exploration, and as a personal assistive device, or even in human rescue operations. RE2 Robotics Incorporated, which has received more than $1 million from the U.S. Army as part of its development of the Autonomous Accident Relief Program, is also looking to rescue victims. The company plans to develop a mobile manipulation robot that will allow combat medics to remotely assess and evacuate wounded soldiers from the battlefield. The HDMS includes robotic arms, intuitive controllers, and advanced software for autonomous operation. The robot itself, with a payload capacity of 136 kilograms, will be mounted on unmanned vehicles. Its software will be able to recognize and track casualties on the battlefield using advanced computer vision and will also be responsible for the maneuvering. The Ambidex robot being developed by Naver Labs has gained the ability to learn the physical intelligence of people. Physical intelligence refers to the motor abilities that occur naturally in humans, but are difficult to digitize. For example, a person unconsciously understands how to put jam on bread, but it is extremely difficult to program a robot to do this. To overcome this, scientists developed a tactile device with 7 degrees of freedom, replicating the size and capabilities of a human hand, and a 2-way remote control that enables force transmission in both directions between the human and the robot. With this device, engineers were able to give the robot material to learn using a variety of methods, such as reinforcement learning. This proved to be so effective that the robot was able to successfully perform the tasks on its own after just one demonstration. DJI introduced the new Mini 2 drone. The ultra-lightweight and compact folding drone provides 4K shooting at 30 frames per second, 10-kilometer video transmission, and a running time of 31 minutes. The Mini 2 can handle wind speeds of 29 to 38 kilometers an hour and soars up to 4,000 meters. The 12-megapixel camera is mounted on a 3-axis motorized stabilizer gimbal. If something didn't work, the DJI application with smart photo optimization technology will automatically improve the picture after downloading. It's also possible to create clips with filters and soundtrack, as well as create a plan of flight in advance. The manufacturer claims that the control of the drone has become more efficient and safer thanks to the smart return home features, as well as automatic takeoff and accurate stop. The price is 46,000 rupees or $600. The company also introduced a new agricultural drone, DJI Agras T20, with omnidirectional digital radar, which can detect obstacles in all horizontal directions. The drone is resistant to dust and water and has a real-time camera with a first-person view and 2 spotlights, allowing users to get a full picture even at night. Flyability's Elios 2 helped researchers examine the Unit 5 of Chernobyl nuclear power plant to determine if uranium was still present, as no information had been preserved in the archives. Prior to this mission, Reactor 5 had not been explored since the disaster in April of 1986. Using Elios 2, pilots were able to fly Unit 5 and collect enough visual data to determine that the pools were empty and there was no nuclear waste anywhere inside. Researchers at TU Delft, together with the Royal Netherlands Navy, have developed a hydrogen-powered drone that can take off and land vertically and can also fly effectively horizontally for hours, like conventional aircrafts. The drone uses hydrogen and batteries as its power source. Boston Dynamics unveiled an updated version of Spot 2.1. The developers identified common problems Spot customers encountered in its first year of use and tried to address them, as well as making it easier for users to connect sensors, collect and store data, as well as integrate data into existing systems. The new features of version 2.1 unlock Spot's full data collection potential and lay the groundwork for new features coming early next year, such as self-charging and remote control. SpaceX's Falcon 9 rocket lifted off from the ISS from the Cape Canaveral Cosmodrome in Florida. This is the first regular manned mission by a private company commissioned by NASA. 9 minutes after launch, the first stage rocket successfully landed on a floating platform in the Atlantic. Another 3 minutes later, Crew Dragon, separated from the second stage of the rocket, entered its orbit and headed for the ISS. The mission of the 4 astronauts delivered to the ISS by Elon Musk will last for 6 months. Walmart has announced a partnership with Cruise to test an autonomous delivery service that will begin in early 2021, starting with Scottsdale, Arizona. Customers will be able to place an order and receive their item via contactless delivery. Initially, Cruise's autonomous vehicles will be tested with an assisted drivers on board, but over time, the company will move to fully autonomous deliveries. In the city of Takikawa, Japan, bears are scared away by robotic wolves. In the past year, 157 citizens have been attacked by bears, but since the installation of monster wolves, there have been no attacks. The robot was created by the mechanical engineering company Ota Seiko. It is covered with artificial fur, its eyes glow, and its head can rotate in different directions. In the near future, the US Army plans to deploy groups of semi-autonomous robot tanks armed with machine guns, missiles, and other weapons. 2 classes of the new RCV line of combat robots are already under development, and a third is in the pipeline. In the coming years, the US Army plans to use them from combat operations, both on the battlefield and for radio-electronic blockades. As a result, the ground troops will receive support of light reconnaissance vehicles, heavily armed mini-tanks, and powerful artillery units. So it looks like in just 5 years there will be a flying cab in the United States. Lilium, the world's best-funded electric flying vertical takeoff and landing vehicle startup, is responsible for it. To date, it has raised $391 million in investments. The company apparatus will be able to carry 5 passengers to a distance of up to 300 kilometers. The startup not only develops the apparatus itself, but it's also going to build vertiport systems by integrating it into existing infrastructure of American cities. Although Lilium's flight test program was delayed due to a fire in March that destroyed its first full-scale prototype, the company plans to launch a flying cab service in as early as 2025. The reason SoftBank acquired Aldebaran and Boston Dynamics was leaked online, but it's a joke. Weeks later, we all know that Hyundai Motor Group acquires majority stake in Boston Dynamics. Subscribe to the channel, like and share this video on all your social media platforms.